and welcome. Let's see who we have here. Hi, Megan. Hi, Laura Lee. Hi, Sean. Kathy. Hi, Diana. Hi, Paula. Hi, Linda. Hi,
Hello.
Beverly. Hi, Missy. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Lauren. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, Anne. Hi, Eva Rosalie. Denise. Cynthia. Grace. Adam. Nancy, I love your Black Panther. That's awesome. Hi, Stuart. Hi, Cynthia. Welcome, everyone. My name is Lynn, and I live in New York. I am, let's see, what am I? I am a psychic. I am a medium. I am a full body trance channel. Full body trance channel is someone who's crazy enough to say, sure, spirit, come on in, come take over my body. I'll go hang out in the back. And that's very much what it feels like. Um, and I got trained to do that in 2017. I didn't even realize that I had kind of been doing it since 1996. Does everybody know what Reiki is? Have you ever heard of Reiki? Raise your hand. So Reiki is this Japanese art of offering divine light, healing light to people. And I did my first Reiki class in 1996. And the last day, it was a 4-day class, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 3 hours a day. There were three of us in the class and then the teacher. And we were at her home. And it's Sunday afternoon. The lights are flickering in the house. We're like, what's going on? I'm on the table. Someone has their hands over my throat position and hands on my body, and my body starts convulsing, and I keep trying to say something, and I don't know what I'm trying to say. But all of a sudden, out of 10 o'clock in the sky, this golden beam of light comes and hits me in my third eye. And I say the word Hathor out loud. And then I ask for a pen and a paper, and I draw her symbol that sits on her head. And I'm thinking to myself, dude, I'm not on drugs. Like I didn't take acid. This can't be an acid flashback, but like what's happening to me? And it opens up this kind of portal for me to start receiving messages from spirit. And when I had been much younger, a friend had given me a book. It was called Three Magic Words. And there were all these chapters. I'm one of those skip to the end. So I skipped to the end of the Three Magic Words, or you are God. And I'm like, all right. It's not what they taught me in Catholic school. It's not what the Episcopalians had to say. It's certainly not what my Buddhism practice or, my Kabbalah practice has said, but I'll roll with it. And I'm doing one of the meditations in the book, and it's 1984. And one of the questions that you ask yourself is who am I? And I hear this deep voice, and I said, who am I? And I hear this voice, and the voice says, I am. And I'm scared out of my mind. But this voice starts talking to me. And one day I'm getting ready, it's a Friday, I'm getting ready to go to work. I'm wearing a black dress, black stockings, black heels, expecting to go out dancing. And this voice says to me, take an extra pair of stockings. Like, take an extra pair of stockings. Second time it says take an extra pair of stockings. And I'm like, I don't have any other black stockings that I wanted to be like matchy. And the third time the voice says, take an extra pair of stockings, and something tells me to listen. So I take an extra pair of stockings. And then I go to Kat, I'm trying to let someone named Kathleen Davis in. Anyway, so I go to work. My girlfriend Mary calls me and she goes, hey, you want to go to the Rusty Pelican for lunch? They're serving Manhattan clam chowder or New England clam chowder. And I'm like, yeah. So I traipse, we go over, we have lunch. I get one of those little bread bowl with the soup inside. Everything is nautical themed. And as I go to get up from the chair, my stockings rip. Big ladder torn in these black stockings. And I'm like, oh my God. And the voice says, aren't you glad you listened to me? And I'm like, I don't know who you are, but knock it off. Well, it turned out that it was Jesus. And he's been talking to me for a really long time. But I didn't talk to him again for quite a while. But he would come in with messages for me all the time. But I didn't know it was him. So in 2019, I go through this horrendous breakup with people that I work with, a guy that I was in a relationship with. Like, my whole world just seems to collapse in a day. And I remember lying on my bed, just crying my eyes out and literally calling out to Jesus and saying, like, I need your help. I don't want to be here anymore. And so he sends Mary Magdalene, which I think is really interesting. But what he has said to me since is that she went from being his student to being his teacher, and she is actually the greatest living embodiment of a Christed being. And I just learned recently from them that anybody here seen the TV show The Chosen? Such a brilliant show. So there's a scene where in the very beginning, he removed 7 demons from her. And what he did was he cleared her chakras. He cleared them out. So the more that you allow yourself to be open to spirit, the more that you allow yourself to clean and clear energy that's been trapped inside of your chakras or inside of, any of the different energy bodies that you have, you're going to find that you're going to start to have communications with spirit. Is there anybody here that has their clairaudience open that you hear voices from spirit? Please raise your hand. Okay. Anybody here that allows themselves to receive images from spirit, like they'll show you pictures of things, or you touch an object and you know something about it? Okay. All right, cool. So these are the clairs. These are the gifts that we were given, kind of like a little bag of gifts. I call it like my little bag of crystals, little bag of gifts that we were given to help us in our journey through life. So Jesus came to me. He woke me up in the middle of the night, 3 a.m. He had me come downstairs, pull a book off a bookshelf, and I began this journey with a series of books that were called The Way of Mastery, channeled by a man named J.M. Hammer. And in the process of doing this work, the conversations with him got broader and deeper and wider and richer. He and Mary Magdalene came to me at one point and they asked me to take a journey with them through the 365 lessons of A Course in Miracles. So I channeled Mary Magdalene every day, and we wrote this really, really big book that's her divine feminine commentary on the lessons from A Course in Miracles, 365 of them. So the first time Magdalene comes to me, she says, "Thank you for taking care of the children." And I have this total, like crazy past life memory of Jesus and Magdalene. And look, if this goes against anything you believe, you're welcome to your beliefs. These are mine. I have a memory of the 2 of them being married. I have a memory of them having children. I have a memory of being Jesus's younger sister and of channeling the children. This is my memory. This is my Akashic records. If you have a Jesus that is the Jesus that's in the Bible and it's, the red lines Jesus, that's not the Jesus that I'm bringing through. The Jesus that I'm bringing through is an ascended master. He is a being that was hired by another being by the name of Sanat Kumara in his incarnation as Emmanuel and asked to come down to help humanity. He's been with us a really long time. He shows up in many, many different ways, many, many different incarnations. He'll show up as Melchizedek. He'll show up as both the Atlantean. But he's here to help humanity to get back to love consciousness. So he, to me, he says things like, "That's not my book, and those are not my buildings." He did not start Christianity, neither did Mother Mary. They're both Jews. So if any of that doesn't agree with your beliefs, thank you for being here. And, I invite you to leave, because the conversation that he's about to have with you may shake your tree. It's a very, very different version. And if you feel the courage to stay, I welcome you for being here. We're going to do a Q&A. He's going to come through. And there's a young woman by the name of Kat. She is the one she's off camera, but it's a picture of me. And she's going to kind of help moderate this as you guys have questions. So here's how I would like this to go. I'm going to bring him forth. He's right here. He's like pressing on the back of my neck. When I bring him forth, I invoke him, and then I'm scooped out and I go to like the far, far back of a football stadium. I have no microphone. I can't hear what's happening. He's down on the stage and he's chatting with you all. So you're free to ask him whatever it is that you want. He said he's here for all of it. This is the first time I've ever done this publicly like this. There's 28 of you. I think like 50 people had signed up. So it's very exciting. Some of you have heard me channel him before. You may have seen the YouTube channel. You may have been in classes with me. You may have had sessions with me, but just know that this is all done with a heart of huge love. When I bring him forth, it's like being with someone that you just completely love. I said to him one time, you know, you were always my favorite. And he said, you were always my favorite. And I said, you say that to everybody. And he laughed and he goes, yeah, but I meant it when I said it to you. So he has a great sense of humor. He's very easy to talk to. And I hope that you just enjoy this time with him. Okay, so I'm going to bring him through. And this is Jesus. Greetings, beloved ones. Beloveds, the energy that I am has indeed been known as the moniker of Jesus, the one that is known as Jesus. But understand that the incarnation in which I walked, where all of this started, the name that I took, my birth name was Yosef, the name that I took was Yeshua. There had been prophecies. There are many who say, yes, he is. There are many who say, no, he isn't. And all I have to say is, I am. And as I know that I am, I know that you are. So, Sahana Grace, this beloved oracle, we have been dialoguing, we have been journeying for many, many incarnations. Those of you who have been brought forth today, those of you who have answered this call, understand that I have a relationship with each and every one of you. We know each other and we love each other. So I welcome you, beloved brothers and sisters, to come forth and let us have a dialogue. If you would be so kind as to raise your hands, there are ways that you can do this through this device, and you will be called upon. We thank you for your presence. We thank you for your love. Know that you have ours with you always. Beloved cat, where shall we begin?
If anyone have a question, please raise your hand. Okay, so we start with Kathy.
Greetings, beloved one.
Greetings. My question is, what am I meant to do here on earth with this incarnation?
Beloved, the answer that we will give you is meant for every single one of you. The purpose of your incarnation is for you to remember. It is for you to awaken from the slumber. It is for you to forgive, a place where you have judged yourself as being less than, of being not valuable, of being anything other than as you were created to be, which is, as you all know, you were created from love. You were created with love. You are meant to express love in all forms. Beloved Kathy, we would ask that you would find the places within you like the work that you had done prior to this meeting, to allow yourself to go in and to feel. Everyone, we ask you to listen to these words. We would ask you to go in and allow yourself to feel that which you have not allowed yourself to feel. Pain, the heartache, the shame, the guilt, the humiliation. What happens when you allow yourselves to come with conscious breath to these moments, to these memories, is you release energy that you have trapped within yourselves. Beloved, no one has done anything to you. This is not a conversation where you are allowed to indulge in a state of victimhood. This is a glorious moment of you realizing that everything that has happened to you within your existence, you have called to you for experience. What we would ask each of you to do is to do a list and inventory of the places where you have been afraid, you have been judged, you have been scared. Also, make a list of those whom you judge, those that fear you, and allow this all to be surrendered back to the light of love. There is nowhere in your life that anyone comes to you by happenstance. There is no one in your world who comes to you that has not been brought to you as a lesson. If you have people in your life that you hold grievances with, if you have people in your life that you judge, understand that there's a piece of their essence that connects with yours. A piece of your spirit is intricately linked to theirs. And what you want to do, beloved, is to disconnect so that you connect to source itself. When you have made someone else responsible for your happiness, whether it is a spouse, whether it is children, whether it is parents, whether it is friends, whether it is a job, an occupation, a hobby, you have made that more important to you than your direct vertical connection to source itself, to the very light of love itself. So, beloved Kathy, we would ask of you, where are the places that you have tried to find happiness outside of you? We would ask you to look at those, and then we would ask you to look within. Beloved, everything that you are looking for outside of you exists within you. Do you understand?
Yes.
When it has been said, and this is one of the lines that I may or may not have spoken, the kingdom of heaven is within. You look outside, you look through trips, you look through relationships, you look through jobs that you have, places that you live, places that you travel to. But the happiness, the true happiness, beloved ones, lives within you. And if you would only allow yourself the stillness, we ask you to put down your devices, step away from the television, the computer, and the phones. We ask you to come into silence. We ask you to come into stillness. For there, you will meet me, waiting for you, leading you back to the truth of you. If any one of you call upon me, there is naught that I can do but to come to assist you and to be with you. For that is my promise and that is my vow. I have spoken to many of you, and I thank you for coming forth. Know that as I am, you are. We do not want you to follow us. We want you to be as we are. For as we are, you are. Your purpose, beloved, is to allow yourself to remember who and what you are, to bring your love and to bring your light. Like a candle lights other candles, your purpose, beloveds, is for all of you to awaken and to remember the love that you are. When we say to love one's neighbor as oneself, Understand that you do. Look at how you treat others, beloveds, and you will have a window into how you feel about yourself. We are asking you to fall madly and deeply in love with yourself as we are with you. And you are well on your way, beloved. What you allowed yourself to feel and to release today, and yes, we were there with you, is the beginning of a whole new adventure for you. Blessings to you, beloved one.
I'm grateful.
We are grateful for you. Who would like to come forth next?
Sean, please unmute yourself.
Would you repeat the name, beloved?
Sean.
Hello.
Hello, beloved one.
Hi. My question is, last week I did another shamanic type healing, and I changed it up a little bit where I really tried to draw in or channel your energy and spirit's energy. And it went well. She had a good release. She released a lot of stress and anxiety. And I was just wondering on your end, what, in your eyes, what went well and what could I have done better, or what can I work on?
Beloved, within your heart center chakra, there is still doubt and fear that the connection is real. And what we would like to let you know is that, yes, that really was us. And you indeed did do the work that was being called for. Beloved brother, the work that you are doing now is work that you have done before. Here's what we would like to ask you to do. When you come upon a being, what you are looking to do is to realign them with their soul's blueprint. So do not look upon the body and see injury. Look upon the body and see wellness. Look past the physical body, peer into and allow yourself to see the energy body. This will allow you to see where the energy lines are disconnected, and you can assist in reconnecting.
Okay, look into the luminous field and, okay.
Look for where there is darkness and allow the threads to be rewound, and you will see the brightness as it reconnects.
Okay, okay.
We thank you for your work, beloved.
So focus on the connection and, yes, and don't focus on the crystallized energy. Just once I make the connection, it should dissipate.
Beloved, what happens with the crystallized energy is there has been a ceasing of the breath. You can actually breathe into the crystallization and begin to soften it. You can do this with your breath and call us in to assist you in doing this.
Okay, okay.
And then you will see the luminous field light up.
Okay, okay. In the past, I had a person that I didn't have a clue what to do with, and I actually held Metatron's cube and circled around it, and that broke it up. Does that break away cords and everything as well, or is it takes?
Beloved, what you did was you followed guidance, but it was guidance that you had not heard or experienced before.
Okay.
Trust. And this is the place that is below the surface for you still, is the place of absolutely trusting that the guidance that is coming to you is coming from source, is coming from us. If you can have faith in that, you will be unstoppable.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I realize that. Yeah. Thank you.
Beloved, ask for this, pray for this, and it will be given to you. You are so close.
Thank you.
Beloved, we thank you for your work. We thank you for your connection with us. We are with you always. You
Thank you.
are as I am. Blessing.
Thank you.
Thank you. Who do we have next?
Beverly?
Once again,
Beverly, please.
Beverly.
Yes, I'm here.
Greetings, beloved one.
Greetings.
How may we assist you? Beloved, take your left hand and place it upon your heart. Take your right hand and place it upon your left. Close your eyes, look down, and breathe. We are with you. We stand beside you. We place one hand on top of yours. We place another hand behind your heart. Breathe with us, beloved. Breathe. Beloved, that which you desire is coming. This we promise.
I don't want to sound like a victim. I have been through much all of my life, and I remember much from past lives that I can't explain. When I was younger, I could hear and feel and know things clearly, and I could heal myself before I knew of any of what people call the occult or witchcraft, divine miracles, anything like that. I went through a difficult time once I became a member of the church. When I was in my late teens, and I'm sure you know what that was. And I used to read the Bible and try to understand. But somewhere in my 20s, I started questioning the Bible because I started thinking, how can these men stand up and profess to know you and preach what man had written, but I couldn't believe that what man had written was actually from you, because I couldn't make that connection.
It wasn't.
So I will get into debates with people who don't understand my point of view when I say the Bible is man, not of God. So I hurt people's feelings because they think they know more about the Word of God because they depend on the Bible. let me say, I feel so much better right this moment than I have in a long time. One thing I want to know is it wrong for me to believe in so many different gods and goddesses because I embrace the pagan path? And will it be long before I am able to reconnect with all of my abilities that I had when I was much younger?
Beloved, we were raised in an Essene community. And in the Essene community, you thanked the angel of the air and the angel of the water and the angel of the fire, the sun, the angel of power and the angel of work and the angel of beloved Gaia. And this gave way to what was the pagan religion of understanding that each of these were a god, each of these are an angel. So it is not wrong. Understand that what we are about to say is very controversial, but understand that there is much that has been taken from the Bible. There is much that has been misquoted. There is some that is accurate. But beloved, the only thing that you must do in this incarnation and in any others is to live true to your heart and to your truth. You do not need to fight with others. Fighting with others does not usually go well. We can tell you that. What we would like you to know is that your gifts are on the rise. That which you had tucked away for protection and safety, you are now coming to an epoch of time when it is safe for you to bring forth what it is that you know, what it is that you feel, what it is that you believe, and to begin to teach that once again. And through the teaching of it, beloved, you will allow more of your internal wisdom to come. We would not refer to this as the occult. Do you know that witch is an acronym? It stands for wise, intelligent, talented, charming, and honest. Beloved, that which you desire, to have all of these gifts and all of these abilities come back to you, that is happening. Do not let fear lead you. Let only love lead you. Be aware of those who wish to control. It is all smoke and mirrors, beloved. That which has substance will last. Continue to have conversations with me as you do, for I am with you. And truly, beloved one, as I am, you are. I have never asked for followers. I have asked for you to be as I am. And what I am is full consciousness of what it is to be the love of God. And that is the same truth of each and every one of you. Stay close to your heart, beloved. It is magnificent. Does this answer your question?
Yes, it does. Thank you.
We thank you. And we will speak with you again.
Thank you.
Indeed.
Okay, so Lenny, please unmute yourself.
Yes.
Hello. Thank
Greetings,
you.
beloved. Indeed.
Thank you. I love you very much. And thank you for everything that you do for us.
Beloved, what I do for you, I do for all. What I do for myself, I do for all. And what I promise you that I do is to love you, all of you, the good, the bad, and the ugly, as they say. For we all have that within us. How may we be of service to you today, beloved one?
Well, I feel that I'm making some progress, in my spiritual growth. But I really am stuck with something, and it's the ugly, as you just mentioned. It's I feel I'm in touch with some shadows of myself that I can't seem to get past, and that's anger, defensiveness, and fear, and I'm not quite sure how to move beyond. I feel like I'm trying to clear these shadows, but they keep coming back, and I get more and more upset each time, like I'm failing in my spiritual lessons. And can you just perhaps give me some guidance?
Indeed.
Thank you.
Beloved, there is a very young, very wounded part of you, and you have not listened to her. Here's the homework that we will give you. Are you ready?
Yes.
We want you to begin a dialogue and ask her things like, what would you like to do today? What is it that scares you the most? Where would you like to go? What are you the most afraid of? Begin having a dialogue with her. The reason you keep feeling angry is she is saying to you, you're not hearing me. You're not feeling me. You're not listening to me. She would like a toy. Ask her, does she want a stuffed animal? Does she want a toy pony? Does she want a teddy bear? Go within, beloved. This is the only place that we will ever direct each and every one of you. You have parts of you inside that are crying for you to listen. Literal tears of sadness. How many of you have moments of sadness? Know, beloved, that this is a part of you that just wants your attention. Call upon me, and I shall go with you in these moments of sadness to talk to the parts of you that are craving your attention. Beloved, the experience of having someone love you, of having someone's attention, someone that desires to be with you, someone that desires to give to you, beloved, that is the greatest feeling of all. Know that I, and the entire celestial realm, want to be with you at each and every moment, want to assist you, want to guide you, want to listen to your tears, want to help you to relieve the sadness, the depression, the thoughts of not wanting to exist any longer, beloved. This is part of the work, the dance of light and shadow. And we are here to bring you back to the light. We are here to bring you back to love. Spend time within each and every one of you who raised your hands, and those of you who did not feel the courage to. Understand that there is a part inside of you that is calling for and longing for connection. Call upon me and allow me to help you to reconnect so that you can begin to feed yourself the very love that you crave from another. The very thing that you are looking for outside of you exists within you, looking for you. Turn and face yourselves, beloved ones. Do you understand? And when you do, hug yourselves. Love yourselves. This is my desire for everyone, is to love yourselves as I love you. Can you make me that promise? And beloved, before you make me a promise, please make sure that you will keep it.
Yes. Yes, I will keep that promise.
And then the promise that I make to you is that everything that you desire will be delivered to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Indeed. Beloveds, we have time for one more question. Who is next?
Next is Grace.
Hello, Grace.
Hey Jesus. I was wondering if, like, with all the current events going on in the country, is the LGBT community always going to be persecuted? Because there is so much anxiety within me and with like all my friends.
Yes.
I see it daily.
Yes.
And I'm
Grace,
thinking if they want to take me out, do it, because I'm going to a better place, I feel like.
Grace, we would ask you to do one thing that would send a shockwave through the entire LGBTQ community. We ask you to take a stand to love every part of you. Do you know how you love about 93% of you, but there's still that 7% where you still do not quite feel right? I want you to invite me in so that we can get you to 100%. And then you can stand up and say, I truly did not love all of me. Beloved, believe me, there were incarnations where I felt the same way. But if you will allow me to help you, I will help you to love all of you. And then you can stand upon stages and say, I love all of me. And those who would criticize you and those who would judge you will fall away. Understand that any judgment and any recrimination that ever come to any of us come from a place where we have not fully embraced all of us.
And I've been told that by a psychic person that I met like a couple weeks ago, because this person he can see auras, and he said that I have like a blockage in my sacral chakra, and I have no idea where to start with opening that.
Okay. Beloved, we would ask you to connect with Sahana Grace, as we call this beloved channel, for she has many that can help you with this very work, because it is opening of the root sacral and the solar plexus that will allow you to marry the throat, the third eye, and the crown to keep the heart open for self-love. And your self-love will be felt by many. There is shadow and light within this game, beloved. As long as you continue to choose the light, as long as you continue to live to your truth, you will not suffer the persecution that you have so far.
Okay.
Beloved, ask us to join with you. And you will see a transformation that will be extraordinary.
Okay.
We love you.
Love you too.
We love all of you. You are as I am. And as I am, you are. There is no greater truth that we can speak to you. Beloved, it is time that we must part. We will do this regularly, and we invite you all to return. Continue to have conversations with us, and we will continue to walk with all of you. We thank you for your love. If there is anything that you could take away from this conversation, it is to know that as I am, you are. As you are, I am. We are the same. Blessings, greetings, and salutations, beloved ones, until we speak again. Oof. Hold on, I'm having a hot flash. Oh my goodness. Oof. Yeshua was saying that if there's anybody that didn't get a chance to speak to him today, please come back, and he promises that he will put you at the front of the line. I thank you all so much for being here today. This is the first time we've done this publicly, but he says that we're definitely going to do this again. I thank you, and I love you. Shabbat Shalom for those of you who practice. You're so welcome. I promise you that we will bring forth more of this opportunity for all of you. Live long and prosper. I love you too. Thank you, Beverly. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Much love, everybody.
Thank you, Lynn. Thank you.
Very,
Bye-bye.
very welcome. You're very, very welcome. I'll see you guys soon.